Hey, what's up, everyone? Today I have Josh with me. He is a former DG person with me, distinguished gentleman, and today we're going to be going over. I did a post on Instagram asking for new ideas on what I should talk about, and one of them was things you genuinely like about life, or what I like about life, and then what things I genuinely like that make me happy. So, Josh, what are some things that make you, or what is something in life that makes you happy?
Something in life that makes me happy. What brings me the most happiness and the most joy out of life is making others happy. Is the love that I have for others and making someone else's day. I believe that is the most satisfying part of life. I get the most pleasure out of it simply because it's one of the most selfless things you can do. There have been many times when I have been hanging out with some of my friends, male and females, and I would give them a compliment. I'll just walk up to some of my female friends and be like, hey, you look really good today, you're beautiful. And countless times that they tell me like, hey, that made my day, or I was having such a bad day and you brought me something that I was not expecting to get that day.
Yeah, off of that, then that's basically what we do in Distinguished Gentlemen, right?
It's basically
we bring people happiness.
Yeah, it's helping our community, giving back to those, and also helping teach lessons to those who need it. And sometimes learning lessons can also be a big source of happiness.
Yeah. So then what are some things that genuinely bring you happiness? Such as, I don't know, maybe food makes you happy, or
something that generally brings me happiness. Hanging out with my friends, working on cars, helping animals. I'm a vet major, so helping animals does bring me a lot of joy. Sitting down, having conversations with my parents, my mom, my dad, talking with my cousins. Like, conversation is really something that does make me happy because I like to have a good conversation about certain things and certain aspects of life, and that's something that communing with others is satisfying. It can bring, and it does bring a lot of joy.
Yeah. So then my thing that makes me happy, thing that I said was the part about waste, or everyone was given one life, and I feel that I was given this life.
Yeah.
So there's no point in wasting it. So why be angry? Why do all that when you can just be happy? So that's how you should be. Everyone should be feeling towards life, is not wasting it.
Right.
More towards having the best life you can possibly have.
Right.
Is just making the best life you can possibly have.
Right.
So then my things that make me happy, things that I can do that make me happy, are things just like hobbies, working out, getting food sometimes just brings me out of a mood. Seeing a good test grade,
Definitely that.
Yeah, hanging out with friends makes me happy. Working out with friends makes me really happy. Just everything that can possibly just bring happiness to people.
Anything that can help you progress yourself makes you happy, basically.
Yes.
What you're saying.
Yeah, anything that I can progress myself and make myself a better person in life will make me happy. Like me becoming the new VP of DG makes me super happy because I was a treasurer, and you're now a secretary.
I'm now the secretary of DG.
Yeah, you're now the secretary.
Wasn't asked, didn't know about it, just our last president was like, hey, yeah, you're the secretary now.
So now,
okay.
But now, since I'm the VP, I feel like people are trusting me, so I'm taking a new step. It makes you feel a new certain type of happiness.
It's a satisfaction of knowing that someone saw something more in you that you didn't know about yourself, that they wanted to give you that title.
Which, shout out to Josh.
Big shout out to my homeboy Josh.
Old president.
Joshua,
he fought for me to be the new VP because he knew that I wanted to be the VP, and I'm actually working towards a nonprofit organization in the future. So,
We got a lot. Oh, by the way, look out for DG. We got a lot of big things coming next semester. A lot of big things.
and then going off of that topic, so what are some things that can negatively impact your life?
Negatively impacting my life. One of the biggest negative things that impacts my life can be myself. And the fact that I'm so selfless that I will go through hell and back for others and put myself in positions where I'm without because I'm trying to help someone else. I think that is something that really does negatively impact me. I've had a lot of conversations with our current last president, Josh, about that, and because he's my spiritual brother, and we analyzed and talked about why the fact, not even why, but the fact that my heart is so big that sometimes my heart clouds my judgment.
Yeah.
I think that is the biggest negative impacting thing in my life right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can negatively impact your life, like relationships. If you if you just got out of a relationship,
Or the pursuit of a relationship.
So some ways that you can make your relationship better. I'm not saying that if you're going through like one of these things, like a relationship breakup, I'm not saying you could get over it right away, but you could. It obviously takes time to stitch it back together, but over time it'll be back together, and you can just find new ways, find friends that can motivate you to bring you back up in life. Don't always look at the downside of it. Look up, try to find things to do, try to find other things. Don't go looking for another man or another woman just because you just broke up. Don't try to be that kind of person.
One thing that I've had explained to many people is sometimes a relationship can be your downfall because you're trying to do for someone else and plead for someone else without knowing who you are. So sometimes being alone and being single is the best thing for you. I'm discovering that about myself right now, because sometimes if you can't be by yourself, what are you gonna do for someone who you're with if you don't know how to be alone? And so that can be a big negative impact on your life and even on their life.
Yeah. So, do you have any other things that you could talk about that would if someone's going through a negative time or a bad time in their life that could bring them up in their life?
Well, I don't know about you or any of your subscribers, but I know me. I'm a very Christian boy. I believe in God, I believe in the Bible, I believe in all of that. And one thing that I find does bring me a lot of happiness and a lot of joy whenever I'm in those funks is prayer. Prayer does bring me, this is my gorgeous sister right here. Prayer does bring me a lot of joy, a lot of happiness whenever I'm in those down states. And I'm in that negative state of mind. I'll either I have a very long gospel playlist. I'll either listen to gospel music, I'll start singing a gospel song in my head, or doing something just to help me with that joy.
Yeah, even sometimes just music can bring you out of what you're going through in life. So.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I just saw this on his tattoo. Family can be my biggest motivator when I'm down. My sister sitting behind me, she's one of my biggest motivators. Yeah, that's her waving. She's one of my biggest motivators. I know that whenever I'm having a bad day or I'm not in the right mindset, I can call her or talk to her and she'll be able to help me out and give me advice on things.
Yeah. So, do you have anything that you'd want to add on to it?
To what?
We're talking about happiness and like things that make you happy, things that bring you joy, and things that you have a problem with, like negative things, like how you get out of a negative mindset.
God. Honestly, I just pray. I don't
See?
really think about it. I'm a really deep thinker. So honestly, praying to God, talking to Him about it makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah. So, yeah, just always keep looking up in life and just keep doing whatever you're doing to make you happy. And
Your current situation does not define your life. It does not define who you are. It's literally just something that you're going through. Nothing is permanent.
so that's all for today. Thank you guys.